Okay. I think the important thing for us is definitely got spinny chairs for a reason. Hello everybody, thanks Radio CMC and to Lem for helping us record this. I'm Skippy Mesereau, co-founder of Aspen Entrepreneurs. We invest capital, resources, and expertise in entrepreneurs who are looking to innovate. This summer we've been lucky enough to have a street level space in town, and we are sadly closing our doors on the 22nd of September per our lease. We are in the middle of a capital campaign right now to hopefully open a permanent year-round space. But the last event that we are doing is September 20th, starts at 5 p.m. and goes till 8 p.m. And it's around the future of entrepreneurship in ski towns. It's an incredible panel. We wanted to sit down with you to preface that conversation and just sort of get some thoughts rolling in your mind. I'm lucky enough to be here with Michael Miracle, former editor of Sojourner, that's right, and now does all of the community relations outreach for SkiCo. And so we just thought we'd sit down and have a conversation about Aspen.
The campaign was born of an op-ed that Mike Kaplan wrote back in late December of last year that was called "We're Still Here," and it was really a direct response to kind of everything that was happening politically, choosing 4 words that we would literally build monuments to as statements of these values, and the words are love, unity, commit, and respect. Love sort of points to people should be able to choose who they love, and also should choose love over hate just in general. Commit is about taking action, respect kind of points to the environment, and unity is about diversity and being together. You know, on the big important stuff, we tend to be in agreement, and I think that the campaign is a really nice reminder of that they're not just the values of Aspen Skiing Company, they're the values of this community. And for us to be able to project that out in a way that kind of only we can because of the platform that we have, I think is a great thing, because it shows us in Aspen that we're together on the big important stuff. Many of the quote problems that Aspen has are all born of the fact that it's great and that people want to be here. And you know, the traffic problems are born of the fact that there are jobs here. You know, there are plenty of places in this country that don't have traffic problems. The cost of land here is born of the fact that a lot of people want to be here. Most Aspenites would say they'd love to see that some of the things come back that made the experience feel a little more egalitarian, small lodges, a more diverse retail mix, things like that. I feel a great obligation to fight for people who are in my same situation, because I realized, you know, it was just luck. Winning the housing lottery, yeah, you have to earn it, but at the end of the day, it's luck. I think we could do better about trying to create that same opportunity for more people. So somebody who works in Aspen maybe can afford to rent in Carbondale, but where can the person who lives in Carbondale afford to rent? Because an Aspen person is bringing their buying power to that market. You know, there are going to be a bunch of people who are also 20 years older. So me, for example, if I in 25 years, I'll be retired too. It's a bulge in the python that might be longer than we know.
It's so nice to land in a community in a way that is very embracing and connective, but also right there. You know, you don't have to do the Avon to Vale drive every day. You know, you're there.
Everyone in the community would be well served to ask themselves, how did it start for me, and is there a way for it to start for the next me? It's always been this hard. The housing's always been tough. It's just not true. It's not true. You know, when 40 years ago or 30 years ago, people didn't want to move to Snowmass to live, let alone basalt. Now the housing crisis is valley-wide. Every town in this valley has a housing crisis. So it's so much more difficult than it ever was. We need to be fair to the next generation and say, hey, yeah, you're allowed to come here and do what I did too.
Yeah. Nobody does it on their own, right? We're all a product of the environment and the care that was given to us and the opportunities that presented. But also, even if that wasn't true, It's crazy to me to think that we can live in a place with so much and be so just completely apprehensive to teaching anything to the next generation. I mean, if you're a parent, you don't tell your kids, sorry, I'm not going to teach you anything, go learn to hunt and please don't go to grade school. Like, that would be insane, right?
You are trying to work within the confines of what's here. A lot of the entrepreneurship is, looking to create shared spaces. You're being responsive to the lack of real estate and the pressures that you're faced with, and that make it difficult to start any kind of a business. I think again, it's the world is really different. It's harder here. It's more expensive than it was. The degree to which the company is kind of dedicated to these concerns, this range of concerns that we're talking about, is evidenced by the creation of my job, right?
Yeah.
Like, they created a director of community engagement position because it's a problem everywhere. And I think that the degree to which Aspen sort of views its problems as distinctly its own is that we don't realize that like New York City has a housing problem, like lots of big cities do. These kinds of conversations can become dangerously critical, but this is the best ski town on the planet. I was the travel editor for Skiing Magazine. I can answer that question from a professional point of view. There's no place like it, and there continues to be no place like it.
Michael, thank you so much for spending the time today. Really looking forward to the event on the 20th with Mike Kaplan, Rudy DeFelice, Dean Matusik, and Matt Doyle. That'll be at our HQ, last day of our HQ, 315 East Hyman in the old Hub bike space. Until then, you can visit us online, either Facebook, Aspen Entrepreneurs, or on our website, aspenentrepreneurs.com. And if you've liked what we've done this summer, please donate. Right now we're in the middle of a capital campaign. We very much want to have a year-round space. It will be comprised of co-working, acceleration, nurturing of the businesses that'll make tomorrow possible. I'm gonna do like a final spin with these chairs. Thanks, Aspen Public Library.
I just had a really wonderful, as usual, conversation with Skippy, talking about Aspen and the Valley and what it is, what it has the potential to be, and how to get there. And I think a refrain that comes from these conversations again and again is it's very easy for them to sound critical, technical, we should do things this way or that way, and we lose sight of the fact that we all want the same thing, which is the most special Aspen and Valley experience. We need to determine how to get there together. Even the people who most passionately disagree, upon reflection, would realize that actually we want to get to roughly the same place. So let's have a conversation about how to do it, and not an argument about how not to do it.